Covering roads all across Metro Vancouver. Metro Vancouver is being hit by an Arctic blast. Temperatures getting well below the freezing mark and wind chills taking the cold to dangerous levels. More drama in the Surrey policing transition. Now the union is alleging the city is refusing to pay a group of new Surrey Police Service staff. Working to change the trajectory for those disproportionately represented in BC's justice system, the province more than doubling new justice support centers. Wins for the Canucks, a road trip into Stop in Pittsburgh, 12-45.
Hotter than expected pulse on inflation in the U.S. sparks some interest rate concerns for traders, but the Dow Jones still gained 15 points, although the TSX dropped by 70. Business at 56.
Now 3:31, it's time to head over to the City News 1130 Air Patrol. Good afternoon, Darren Greaves, and I believe it is time to get those winter tires on.
It's well, it was time a couple days ago. Yeah. Absolutely. If you have one in your car now, you're certainly thankful, that's for sure. Most of the major roads seeing some snow. Looking at the Burnaby Lake stretch of Highway 1, eastbound slow as you come off the North Shore all the way through to Quebec before it opens up. But it looks good across the port map. Westbound Highway 1, through that same stretch, you're all solid there from First Avenue right across the bridge. This earlier spun out bus near the top of the top just after Lonsdale. Looks like it's cleared, but we still see some volume there until you get up to around the top of the cut. And eastbound Highway 1, up the level from West Vancouver all the way down to the Ironworkers, very, very slow. And the same goes with the Lionsgate Bridge. And now Alex Kerrigan. Thanks, Darren. It's looking very heavy as you work your way through Richmond. Alex Fraser Bridge looking pretty heavy in both directions. So is that east-west connector. The sourcing out loud. We did get a snowfall on Sunday as it dumped on Surrey, and Surrey seems to be scared of this bird now. There are certainly some delays through here, but it's really heavy through, of course, as Darren mentioned, North Vancouver, West Vancouver, Burnaby as well. Once you cross that Port Mann Bridge, looking pretty wide open down into Abbotsford, although on the Port Mann Bridge, at least the the westbound HOV lane because of winter maintenance. Keep the calls coming in at star 1130, but make sure it's safe and hands-free on your end. Traffic is being brought to you now by the Vancouver Giants. Don't miss the action. The Giants host the Kelowna Rockets January 21st. Puck drop at 2 at Langley Event Center. Tickets at VancouverGiants.com/tickets. Taking a look at that weather forecast. It's snowing. Snowing as you work your way through the lower mainland, dropping to -3 this afternoon. Partly cloudy tonight with a low of -11. Mainly sunny on Friday with a high of -6. And Saturday's a sunny one with a low of -10 and a high of -4, Maria.
Thank you very much, Alex. City News time. It is now 3:33. Well, as you heard in traffic, it is time to take out your brushes and ice scrapers because snow is really starting to come down right now across Metro Vancouver. For us here in Vancouver, it did definitely start to snow heavier in the last half an hour or so. Alex is in North Vancouver and says that there is a bus that can't get up the hill just off the Ironworkers Bridge right now because of this.
There's a bus at the bottom of the cut heading up the cut that's stalled and it's sideways and does not appear to be able to move any further. Traffic is completely stopped behind it.
We're hearing snow is falling across the lower mainland right now, and it's starting to accumulate in places like Burnaby and Coquitlam, for example. And if it is coming down heavy where you are, give us a call. We want to hear from you. And the cold snap that we have been warning you about all week has finally begun. City News 1130's Robin Fraser reports there are warnings this type of cold could be life-threatening. Arctic blast has descended on Metro Vancouver, bringing frigid cold air and freezing wind chills. City News meteorologist Michael Coos at the Vancouver Roofing and Solar Weather Center says the areas that will really get the worst of the cold will be south of the Fraser.
Especially the Fraser Valley, then down around Delta, right along the U.S. border where those outflow winds flood out the valley and then shoot to the flatlands out toward the water.
Morning temperatures will stay around -3, but most areas will feel like -10, with the risk the wind chill could make it feel like -20. Environment Canada says this type of cold could be dangerous with the risk of frostbite and hypothermia. They've issued an Arctic outflow warning. Premier David Eby had this to say about these frigid temperatures.
Buckle up, obviously. For those of you who are working outside, living outside, we want you to be safe. Warming centers are open across the province.
The cold weather is set to last until Sunday. Robin Crawford, City News. For a full list of warming centers across Metro Vancouver, head to vancouver.citynews.ca. Meantime, in the Fraser Valley, we spoke about Metro Vancouver. Now in the Fraser Valley, the worst is yet to come. It may get as cold as -23 tomorrow, but some areas are already affected by the drastic weather. Now in the northeast, says dogs can also get frostbite and hypothermia, so it is important to not have them outside for too long. And if you're out walking on sidewalks, there have been recently salted, she says, to make sure that your dog does not lick its paws.
Salted sand can irritate the skin and can result in sore paws and dermatitis if not wiped off the dog. But I would suggest that once you get them home, clean their pads, especially in between their toes.
Fraser adds that older dogs, puppies, and those with shorter coats are most susceptible to the cold. City News Time 3:37. The Premier is weighing in on the latest episode of the long-running Surrey police transition saga. This time there are reports that there is a group of new Surrey Police Service recruits that are being paid, and the union suggesting it's a political move by the mayor. Ryan Burig with the Surrey Police Union says the city is refusing to add the new officers to its payroll and benefits system, and as a stopgap, the union is cutting those recruits' paychecks for now.
We understand that the mayor disagrees with the policing transition, but for her to take her frustration out on brand new police recruit is a step too far. Not having pay, not having benefits, these are type of things that affect their families. We needed to make sure that they have those in place.
David Eby calling the latest update incredibly frustrating and attacking Surrey Mayor Brenda Ross directly for her efforts to stop the police transition.
I understand the desire of the mayor to spend taxpayer money on advertising, on leaflets, on billboards, on lawyers to fight this. I disagree with it, but that's her business. The challenge, obviously, is these are folks who are willing to go out and do the difficult work of policing in our communities, and they need to get paid.
We've reached out to Locke's office for comment. Kirsty Young, City News. More justice centers specific to the needs of Indigenous people are now open with more on the way. As 5% of BC's population is Indigenous, but they account for 30% of incarceration.
The 5 new centers, including in Vancouver and Surrey, were launched before. They were part of a year-long pilot project leading to this. Chair of the BC First Nations Justice Council, Corey Wilson, says they're keeping data on who is accessing help and where, and success in getting to the root cause of why someone is in the legal system. Mental health, housing, or addiction challenges.
Track how we've supported them and how we've moved them through and onto something different and onto a different path. And knowing as well that this is the first Vancouver, first kind of urban justice center that we have.
By the end of next year, there are expected to be 15 centers in BC. These are key to the provincial government's commitment to reconciliation under the Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People and also the Safer Communities Action Plan. Lisa Hughes, the City News.
News time it is now 3:39. Coming right up, your City News 11:30 weather report.
Even with stable pre-existing conditions, buy anytime online at pacificbluecross.ca. Dilawri is Canada's largest automotive group. But what does that mean? That means over 75 dealerships across Canada and 23 right here in the Lower Mainland. That also means over 2,000 new, pre-owned, and demo vehicles available for immediate delivery. Find your perfect vehicle today from your nearest Dilawri dealer. Visit bc.dilawri.ca to learn more and to find a location near you.
And now it's the City News 11:30 Pacific Blue Cross Border Report. Here's Alex Kerrigan.
Borders are definitely not the issue today. The 5-minute wait southbound Frostbite backball to go and Sumac. Take a look for northbound times. Even trucks coming northbound have a less than 5-minute wait. Stay with the borders anytime at vancouver.citynews.ca/border.
And as you heard from Alex, the issue right now is the snow. As I look outside the window, it is snowing hard here in Vancouver. We will get you the very latest on the road conditions across the Lower Mainland. City News time it is now 3:30.
Every mile matters at work, especially in construction. CSA is now offering a 2-part mental wellness course. In part 1, every mile matters at work, you learn how to recognize possible mental health issues, along with the services and resources that can help. And in part 2, managing minds at work for construction. Get hands-on experience applying the strategies that promote mental health. Sign up today at bccsa.ca.
Sir, the situation is now critical.
What exactly are we dealing with?
The patient thinks she's out of time. Have a listen. The rebates are ending. The rebates are ending.
Good work, you got there just in time. All the best in the industry.
Government rebates are ending soon. Get up to $11,000 in savings and rebates when you upgrade to a qualifying system. But book now, because you're running out of time. Plus, ask Thompson about their no payment No interest financing. Google Thompson Industries today. Jobs done right. Day or night.
Different areas in Metro Vancouver. I hear that you're in the Alex Fraser. How does the Alex Fraser look?
Yeah, we're checking on that now. I think very, very slow. Obviously, weather the big contributing factor this afternoon, Maria. Eastbound 91 connector solid from Knight Street all the way to about mid-span of the Alex Fraser Bridge. And if you're westbound on the 91, you're slow from Westminster Highway to about 7 roads. So either way, no fun to be head over at the Alex Fraser. Now the Massey Tunnel, the counterflow is open, but you're slow there. We'll start to slow around Bridgeport, opens up for a bit, and then heavy again from the 91 right through the tube. And northbound from the Delta side, you're just back to the 17A. And now Alex Kerrigan.
Thanks, Darren. Now, we're seeing some heavy delays over on the Night Oak Street bridges as well. It could be weather related, but Star 1130, if you know more about them. Between the two of them, I guess I would pick the Night Street Bridge, but again, they're both extremely busy right now. We are still seeing some very heavy delays as you work your way out of North Vancouver. I'm seeing delays stretch back all the way about Cypress Bowl Road. It extends all the way up to the Iron Workers. If you're able to get down to the Lionsgate Bridge, well, it's still very slow on Cap Road and Taylor Way. One lane southbound and 2 lanes northbound for the time being. And over on the Fort Main Bridge, winter maintenance as the HOB lane closed off as you're going westbound. It seems that Surrey and Abbotsford are light for now, but keep it locked into City News 1130. If there's an update to be had, Star 1130 is the number. From January 18th to 21st, don't mix the BC Liquor Flash Sale. Select products with the 35% off. Products very fast for BC Liquor. Each order responsibly, 19 plus. Taking a quick look at the weather forecast. It is snowing and flurry, dropping to -3 this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of -11. Mainly sunny on Friday, high of -6. Saturday is a sunny one with a high of -4. Maria?
Thank you very much, Alex and Darren. City News time, it is now 3:43. U.S. Minster Police are looking for a group of suspects after 3 young people were pepper sprayed on Tuesday night. Police say around 8:30 p.m. they found 3 minors who were attacked with pepper spray in Westminster Pier Park. Officers say the minors were assaulted by a group of 10 youth who were wearing dark clothing, and the victims will be okay and were treated for their injuries at the scene. Now, coming up next, the Canucks are visiting the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. Your sports and your top headlines are next. Canadian blood burns. Together, we are Canada's lifeline.
Hey, it's me, Money. Normally I sound like and, but when I'm working extra hard, I sound more like Money. Always working done. When you bank with HSBC, I work harder for you. And with a special GIC rate, I'm working extra hard.
Make your money work harder for you. Get up to 5% per year on Canadian registered term deposits and GICs. Visit hsbc.ca/moremoney. Issued by HSBC Bank Canada. Terms apply. Limited time offer. Rates are subject to change.
Rogers NHL All-Star, February 1st to 3rd. Watch on Sportsnet. Here we go. Watch, listen, connect. This is City News 1130 everywhere.
-4 and snowing here in Vancouver. Thanks for joining us. I'm Maria Venkat. Here's what's making news right now. We are seeing snow here in Vancouver and across the lower mainland right now. Callers to City News are telling us that roads are getting blanketed by the snow. It is also getting icy out there, so make sure to drive safely. Meantime, the Arctic blast that we were telling you about earlier this week is now gripping the region, with temperatures expected to drop to -20 with wind chill. BC Premier David Eby is speaking out after new allegations that the city of Surrey is refusing to pay a batch of new Surrey Police Service recruits. According to its union, City News has reached out to the mayor for comment. And still ahead.
The Deputy Prime Minister defends raising immigration levels despite reports officials warned years ago the housing supply would not keep pace.
Now it's time for sports from Sports at 650, the home of the Canucks. Here's Sandra Priscina.
Game day for the Canucks as a road trip rolls on in Pittsburgh. Rick Tocchet's group eyeing 4 straight wins, and he, of course, is also very familiar with the Penguins.
Yeah, similar. I know, spent a lot of time with Sully over the years. Learning from him some stuff, and so there's a lot of philosophies that I like that he does. So there is some parts of our team with the Penguins for sure.
Thatcher definitely gets the start in goal, and then 2 more stops on the road. Buffalo Saturday, CDJ Monday. The Canucks' next home contest is a week from today, hosting Arizona. Every Canadian team on the ice tonight, the Senators face the same the Sharks. The Maple Leafs take on the Islanders. The Jets welcome the Blackhawks. The Flames with a date in Arizona. Six-time Super Bowl champion Bill Belichick is leaving his job as New England Patriots head coach.
I've been very, very fortunate to coach some of the greatest players that have ever played. Some of the greatest players that have ever played for the Patriots. Some are already in the Hall of Fame. Many more are going.
He's just the third coach in league history to reach 300 career regular season victories. Sports at 15 at 45 past this hour or at sportsnet.ca.
Government rebates are ending soon, so Moore and Russell want to make sure you're not leaving any money on the table. Get up to $11,000 in savings and rebates when you upgrade to a qualifying system.
That's a lot of money.
Appointments are filling up fast. Book now.
Online at thefishermansmarket.ca. As our wet coast weather approaches, our Pet Bolt Roofing and Solar team is standing by to provide free estimates.
Family owned, the best installers in the business, excellent financing.
Book today at
City News Time 3:48. The BC Court of Appeal has rejected a bid from an ex-BC Lions player who sought to overturn his second-degree murder conviction. Josh Bowden was found guilty in 2021 of killing his girlfriend Kimberly Halgarth in her Burnaby apartment in 2009. Now, a Supreme Court judge found Halgarth had assaulted her, stomped on her neck, and strangled her before setting up the scene to try to make it look like an accident. Bowden had argued the judge shouldn't have accepted testimony from another intimate partner of Bowden, who was there at the time, about how he treated her, and the appeal court panel rejected that argument and upheld the conviction. The Trudeau government is defending its record immigration targets. That's despite reports that it warned 2 years ago that the country's housing supply would not be able to keep pace with those levels.
With questions being raised about immigration and housing, Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland is defending the government's choice to continue raising the number of newcomers allowed in our country, saying it's an economic strength.
At its